Hello class, my name is Chai Phi Sowunn. I go by Chai. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm currently majoring in urban policy and planning. For today's issue that I will be presenting for the hot button topic video will involve with the state and county government. The state and county government involved here is Harris County in the state of Texas. Before we get into that, I want to go back to what we've learned, the information that what we've learned in week 6. We talked about the meaning of preemption. So based on Canvas, is defined of which implies the ability or power to take preeminence over another. It defines that a higher order legal authority will supersede or displace a lower order or legal authority. So going to the topic, in May 23rd of 2023, the Texas Republicans approved a bill that will abolish a position of Harris County elections chief. The Senate bill, the bill is called Senate Bill 1750. It would eliminate the elections administrators positions only in Harris County and would return the election duties back to the county tax assessors, tax assessors, collector, and county clerk. The bill was approved by the Senate and is pending a vote from the House Elections Committee. On August 15, 2023, the law which would abolish a position that oversees elections in Harris County was temporarily blocked by State District Judge Karen Crump in Austin after county officials filed a lawsuit. Travis County District Judge ruled that the law is unconstitutional and would disrupt the fall's elections. And then after that, the Texas Attorney General's office immediately appealed the decision of the judge's decisions to temporarily block the new law passed by the Republican to abolish Harris County's elections chief position. So basically, to sum it up, basically the state of Texas passed a law that would eliminate the position of the election administrator or the election chief of Harris County. And so Harris County filed a lawsuit against them. And so a judge pretty much blocked the law from being to take in effect. So the new law pushed by the Republican Party, by the Republican lawmakers, would accuse Harris County, county officials of mismanaging recent elections. And there's a statement by the Texas Attorney, from the Texas Attorney General's office, said that the new law was passed to ensure that elections in the state's largest counties are properly managed by individuals who are accountable to the voters, not by unaccountable bureaucrats. So on the Democrats' point of view, the Democrats accuse Republicans of singling out the county because, like other large urban areas around the state, it has increasingly voted Democrat. But in District Judge Karen Crump's orders and lawsuit, she said the new law only applies to Texas counties with a population of 3.5 million residents. Harris County, with 4.7 million residents, is the only Texas county with that large of a population. According to law's language, no other county would be subject to the law even if their population were ever surpass 3.5 million residents. So, in conclusion, So we're going to talk about the background of Harris County and to pretty much like help see to why the state of Texas is pretty much targeting Harris County, and what does Harris County consist of? You know. Um, so the background of Harris County. Harris County is a county located in the state of Texas. As of census 2020, the population was 4,731,145, making it the most populous and racially diverse county in the state of Texas, and the third most populous county in the United States. Um, so that's crucial information just to see, the reason why the state of Texas is targeting Harris County. Um, so based on my perspective on this, is that we can go back to the two-party system of the United States. The two main parties consist of the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. Each of the party, uh, has their own different ideas that they represent. In knowing this, we can take a look at the state of Texas. So the state of Texas, the state government is predominantly aligned towards the ideas of the Republican Party. On the other hand, Harris County, we can take a look at Harris County, the most populous county in the state of Texas, is predominantly aligned towards the Democratic Party. The third most populous county in the United States, and also home to the city of Houston, which is the fourth largest city in the United States. Harris County is also considered to be a Democratic Party stronghold. Because of different ideas between the two, there are going to be some conflicts, because both parties have different ideas. You have the state of Texas, who is predominantly aligned towards the Republican Party, and then you have Harris County, which is predominantly aligned towards the Democratic Party. And pretty much, it's not surprising that they're both challenging each other, and it's not a new thing. So 2 years ago, Democrat lawmakers walked out for 93 days in protest of new voting restrictions that also targeted Harris County. So it's not a new thing. So it's pretty much, for the past years, Harris County has been constantly targeted by the state of Texas, or specifically the GOP-led government of the state of Texas. The GOP majority in the state of Texas were, planning and creating proposals to outlaw 24-hour polling places, drive-through voting, and making a crime for election officials to mail unsolicited absentee ballots applications, stuff like that. And pretty much, like, we can go even further, even towards the midterm elections and the 2020 presidential elections, and it really played a role into why the GOP is creating these policies that are targeting areas around across the state that are predominantly aligned towards the Democratic Party. And the 2020 presidential election, the presidency was given to the Democratic Party, and then we see the 2022 midterm elections, which was the second highest voting turnout among voters under 30, at least the past 3 decades. And so pretty much what the data shows is that the young voters are mostly aligned towards the Democratic Party. Like, pretty much the Democratic Party appeals to the young voters, and the GOP is pretty scared in a way, and so it makes them, push out laws, just like, the bill to abolish um, the uh, election chief in Harris County. And from my point of view is that the Republican Party is not playing it's not playing the long game. It's playing the short game. So rather than appealing and adapting to young voters, they choose to uh, create policies that will restrict voting. So, in my opinion, it's not a good idea if you want to play the long game. So, if you want to play the long game, it's better to, appeal towards the young voters, see what the young voters are fighting for, what they're standing for, and appeal to them. If you want to play in the long haul, be in the long haul. So my conclusion is, communities in Harris County and surrounding areas will be negatively affected because will it will decrease their voting opportunities. So it's important for the state of Texas to see what's going on in Harris County. Like I said before, if you want to succeed and play the long game, see what people are choosing. Appeal to what the young voters are fighting for, what they're standing for, and they need to realize that Harris County has a high population, is very diverse, so it's going to negatively affect the population, if they choose to create these policies that will limit voting restrictions. So it's important for the state of Texas to really really be in the shoes of Harris County, and pretty much to realize something that, hey, this is why Harris County is, created a voting administrator office to, administrate the elections, because Harris County has a high population. And so this concludes my video. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it. I hope everyone have a wonderful day, and good luck, and thank you so much. Bye bye.